Hi, it's JC. Welcome to my second edition of Extreme Cross Country Training. This year my goal is kind of to work smarter, not harder. I know I was a little, naive last year, but I was working off of a freshman mentality and I really didn't know what I was getting into. But now that I know what to expect this summer, I've kind of adjusted my training to be more effective and not overwork myself. And we're going to take a look at what I do every day. So here we go, guys. My training includes 3 separate types of workouts. A distance run, which I'll do normally 3 to 4 days a week. Hills, which I'll do 1 or 2 days a week. And then my signature workout, which I'll do every Wednesday. There are 3 main locations where I will do my distance workouts. Normally on my property, but after the first couple of days, this gets really boring. So then I move out to local roads, but because they're really small and I have a lot of traffic, they're pretty dangerous. So my favorite way to fit in a distance workout is to do a group run at White Clay Creek. Alright, this afternoon I'm going to be going on a run with Seamus, and we're probably going to do like a 7 or 8 mile distance run, but before I go over, I'm going to have a quick little snack. It's like a protein shake or smoothie or whatever you want to call it. I use bananas to give me some energy, and then I'll also use some soy milk and then peanut butter for protein. And we're actually planning on doing a lot more like group runs this summer, just so we can get us all together. It'll just kind of encourage us to be honest with our pace, just kind of help us stay on top of things, I guess. The next kind of workout that I do is hill training, and there are 3 different types of hills. Short hills, where quick, short sprints are involved, and then there's medium length hills. Normally I'll do less repeats. With the shorter hills I'll do like 4 or 5 repeats, but with the medium sized hills I'll do 2 or 3, and it's normally the same pace, if not a little bit slower. And at the end I do a really long hill that includes the medium hill plus 300 or so extra meters. Normally I'll only do like 1. If I'm feeling really good, then I might do 2. Now granted, hill training sucks, but it's all part of the new smarter training system. Training with hills honestly gives you the most bang for your buck. So that's why I'm doing it each day. Let's take a little bit of a break from running and look at something else that you can do. Stretching. Stretching can be done casually, but it should normally be very systematic. You should hit all of the main muscle groups, and one of the most important stretches that you can do for your body are lunges, or any variation of lunges, backward lunges, sideways lunges, you name it, just kind of a way for you preparing your body to run. So here comes the time for my favorite, but probably most challenging workout of the week. This is my signature run. Now the first thing I do on a signature run day is do a fast-paced 2-mile run pretty early in the morning, before it gets hot. I try to do it in around a 7-minute mile pace. And then I go out around 2 or 3, the hottest part of the day, to kind of build up my heat resistance and my cooling efficiency. And I go and run another 2 miles. This time it can be, a bit slower, maybe around 7:30 pace per mile. But the real workout comes right after dinner, when it's a bit cooler, kind of shady. And this is when I do 5 repeats of 3/4 of a mile at goal race pace. And I take the philosophy that we do during track, like run 400 meters for a mile. Like when we're training for a mile, we'll run 5 repeats of 400 meters. and then I apply that to a longer distance like a 5K, where you take a quarter of the distance and then do 5 repeats of that at race pace. So I figure, subtract maybe the last 200 meters off of your 5K and you're left with approximately 3 miles. So you would do 3/4 of a mile as your quarter of the whole distance at your race pace and do that 5 times, and that's basically my signature workout day. So while you guys are taking a look at a sped up version of my 3/4 mile course, I'm going to do some simple math. My goal this year for the 5K is 16:30. Subtract about 30 seconds, give or take, for the last 200 meters, and you're left with 16 minutes for 4,800 meters. So then you divide this by 4, and you're left with 1,200 meters, and you divide your time by 4, and you're left with 4 minutes. So for each of your 1,200 meter repeats, you're going to run in 4 minutes. Now obviously at the start of the summer I wasn't in peak physical condition, so I started out, like 4:30 per 1,200 meters, and then just this past week I was getting down to like 4:15, and hopefully by the end of the summer I will be able to easily do 5 repeats of 4 minutes. Now this video is probably going to be another like minute or so, so bear with me here as we kind of take a look at what I'm doing. Hopefully this video didn't give you epilepsy or any of those diseases or anything, but thanks for bearing with me. Well, that about wraps things up here, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed filming and running, and hopefully you'll join me here next year when I make my 3rd rendition of Extreme Cross Country Training. But as always, thanks for watching. To your goal race pace. And that's why I try and do that at least once a week. Trying to fail, you just ruined everything! Dad, this thing is like stuck. Yeah. It's like not coming out at all. Like the container is not, it's like stuck in the blender.